Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
Alright, this is the look at the Normandy SR2 in Mass Effect 2, your new ship. There are going to be lots of spoilers in this, so if you haven't played the game, don't watch. But this is the full tour I promised in May, and to celebrate, Mass Effect 2 is my selection as Game of the Year for 2010. I've decided to give you the full tour. So we're in the captain's cabin on the top deck. You can see there's the bathroom and the toilet and the shower. Here there's the space hamster. That's with everything unlocked. You can see the achievements. We'll get back to that a little bit later. See all the ship models you can buy. There's the Ascension, there's Sovereign from Mass Effect 1, there's the SR1. And now you can look at the where you check your emails, and you can invite your love, I should say, once you have them, and they'll just feed the fish. So you have a fish tank. You see all the other ship models here. There's the Quarian one, there's the Turian frigate, there's the helmet that you lose at the end, beginning of Mass Effect 2. You can pick up on the Normandy Crash Site DLC. You can change the music, there's a little bed. You can cuddle on the bed or you can sit on the chair. So I'll just show cuddling Miranda, which seemed to be always my choice of romance. And we'll look here at the armor. You can customize the color, pick pieces, put together what you want. So like Cerberus Assault Armor. A lot of these are DLC or Collector's Edition items, like for Dragon Age you get the Blood Dragon Armor. Terminus Armor you only get by pre-ordering the game from GameStop. And there's the Inferno Armor, which was released on as a DLC, or if you pre-ordered from a different store, I forget which one. And here are the little outfits you can switch to. The final one is the suit, which I'm going to wear for this, which you get from the Kasumi DLC. So let's go to the next part of the ship. And the CIC, or Combat Information Center, which is where you spend a large bulk of the game, where you do your research, and several of your squad mates are there. Okay, here we are. There's your yeoman, Kelly.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Which pretty much tells you if you have an email or someone wants to talk to you of the crew. You can flirt with her, and you can have some sort of little romance with her, but it doesn't count as the romance achievement. It's just for giggles, shits and giggles. It doesn't really explain to you what the effects are in terms of if you're already dating someone and you pursue her. Maybe that happens in Mass Effect 3.
Commander,
I assume everything is going well up here?
Edie and I are just enjoying the calm before the shitstorm, Commander.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
And as you can see, this is the cockpit of the SR2. Very much the same as the SR1. And that was Joker the pilot, and we'll get to Edie a little bit later, which is your artificial intelligence on the ship. As you play through the game, each character unlocks a new room, which is one of the issues I had with the game design. It was kind of like, this is my ship, and yet I can't go into a room until I get a certain person. Right, here's your weapons loadout locker. You can change it before the mission and set up everyone's weapons in advance. And you can see all the weapons in this. This is part of the armory. We look down there and you can see the Mass Effect core. And we'll get to that in a moment. And there's Jacob. He's kind of a useless character. And here's a little bit of Edie.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Well, see, she tells you what happened in this room, so I don't really need to go through. The tech lab where you do lots of research. And there's more than the scientist. You can look at all the research. You can reset your powers, their armor upgrades, weapon upgrades, health upgrades, shield upgrades, biotic power upgrades, tech upgrades, any upgrade you can pretty much think of, including the ship.
Messages for you, Commander.
All these things are important during the game. If you don't upgrade the ship properly, you will have people die during the suicide mission at the end. Simply because you didn't upgrade. I mean, nothing you can do, you just didn't upgrade, so they die. So pay attention. The mineral farming is kind of annoying in this game, but they do constantly improve it. And the PS3 version that comes out in January, I believe, is going to be even better. See here, this is the crew quarters. There's one thing I really loved about the SR2. When I lost the SR1 at the beginning of Mass Effect 2, I was, a little down about that, but the SR2 is
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
is a great ship. And, there's a crew quarters, which they really have in the SR1.
What's this area of the ship?
This is one of the ship's observation decks. They provide a sweeping outside view for off-duty personnel.
This room is a structural weakness. Any transparent material is weaker than our armor.
The Elusive Man predicted you would object. In combat, the observation rooms are sealed and depressurized. Sheets of ablative armor are extended to cover the windows.
Alright, see that? That was Samara in that room. And now there's Thane, the assassin. Pretty much each character occupies a room. Now if you have the Kasumi DLC, this room will open. If you don't, you'll never get to see what's in this room. And there's Kasumi.
There you are. The Normandy runs so quietly. I'm not used to hearing my footsteps when I walk.
And there's a little bar here. And you can get drunk if you want. I'll just show you what that's like. Oh, I didn't drink enough. It's not such a lightweight after all. And there you go, you can see the drunk effects. Everything's kind of wavering one way or the other. Now see this other part of the crew deck here. This is Miranda's office. If you played Mass Effect 1, you'll notice that this was Shepard's quarters on the SR1 Normandy, but it's hers now because he has his own deck. And there's your cook. And of course the little, cryopods. And there's Garrus with the main weapon battery. The SR2 is far bigger than the SR1. and it's much better for it because it's more realistic to have the crew quarters and several other things. And the SR1 had a massive medical bay, but no real place for the crew to sleep. It was a bit odd. There's Dr. Chakwas. I'm just going to run through the AI core here, and there's Legion, your Geth teammate. If you do stand around enough in this room and do nothing, he will do the robot. There are a couple little Easter eggs like that. Also, if you walk around, you'll notice some of the crew will talk about events that are going on, things in their lives, like if they have family on colonies that are being abducted, and did they get away, and etc. I'm just going to run by this first, and this is the cargo bay, port cargo with Grunt inside. As we look out here, you can see the hover tank from the Firewalker DLC and your shuttle, which you'll use in this game. Unfortunately, you can't actually walk around in the cargo bay. There's only one part of the game where you fight in there. I'm going to run to the other side of the starboard cargo, and you can see Zaid, which is from the Zaid DLC, which is free.
Back for more.
And there's a little trash compactor where, if you want, you can throw trash out the ship.
I remember Jesse's first kill. Turian arms dealer out of Omega. I ran through miles of filth and rust.
Apparently he can talk from a long, long way away. Even if you leave the room and go around the corner. And there's Jack. Your kind of suicide girl. She hangs out at the bottom of the engineering deck. And we're just going to run here. You got your Scottish engineer. And Gabby. And there's Tally from, Mass Effect 1. And we're going to see the Mass Effect core right here. So now you've seen pretty much most of the ship. And you can see it's much bigger if you play Mass Effect 1. I wanted to show everyone the ship because I truly love this ship. I love the change in design. The white's a little sterile, but overall the ship is great. I look forward to seeing it in Mass Effect 3 and hope that they did repaint it for story changes. We can go back up to the captain's cabin here. Let's finish it off. Now I'll show the achievements. I have every single achievement in this game, so you can see I've got Shadow Broker DLC on Hardcore Insanity. I've beat the game on Insanity, which is I guess my proudest achievement. Because I never expected to go back, and I did. Created a character just for it, and went through, and it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. So there's the Insanity achievement, and that's the tour of the Normandy SR2. So anytime you want to look at everything in the ship and everything unlocked, this is your reference point. And to celebrate Mass Effect 2 is my choice for Game of the Year of 2010.